Okay, hi givers. This is Dennis from Give Asia, and I have here with me today Jessica. Jessica is the founder of the Cat Museum, and if you've not heard of the Cat Museum, it's okay. A lot of cat lovers out there like me haven't heard of Cat Museum, but I'm very swaku. So that's why I'm here today to learn more from Jessica. What is actually the Cat Museum all about?
Well, the Cat Museum is about sharing love and saving lives.
Okay.
So I have found that people in Singapore, 9 out of 10, have never touched a cat before.
Whoa.
Yes. So when I run my training courses and people come,
Okay.
they will be very shocked when they see a cat in my office.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So I have realized that once I introduce them to the animal, once I tell them a little bit about the cat, once I give them a chance to just touch that cat,
Right.
I can see a whole change coming over people.
I see.
And that is really the story behind why I decided to do this on a much bigger scale and start the Cat Museum.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's surprising that so many people are afraid of cats. They're terrified. I had a client who jumped up on a chair and sunk her nails into my arm. And I said, have you ever been bitten? Have you ever been scratched? Have you ever been attacked by a cat?
Right.
And she says, no. So it got me thinking that perhaps, growing up in Singapore, there were parents who would pull their kids away from a cat and say it's dirty or it's going to bite you or it's going to scratch you.
Right.
And they've grown up with a fear of an animal that they don't even know or understand.
I see. So it's about education.
It really was the change I saw in people once they touched my cute little cat called Brad Pitt.
Okay, Brad Pitt.
Yes, Brad Pitt.
Wow.
It was my very first cat.
Okay.
And the question people always ask me is, did you grow up with cats? Have you been around cats your whole life? It must be the case. And I say no. At a late 38 years old, I was introduced to Brady as a kitten. He was put in my hand.
Okay.
And the rest, as they say, is history.
I see.
I was terrified of cats before that.
Okay.
I was a dog person. I grew up with dogs. My mother used to gather them into my home and we would just give strays food and they would hang out in the garden.
Okay.
And then after a while, we put a collar on them and they became our dogs.
Okay. Okay. I see. So, you put up a campaign on Give Asia, to save the baby kittens.
Yes.
Yes. You mind sharing a little bit more, about that story?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sometime towards the end of last year, we realized that people were calling when they rescued little babies that had been abandoned by their moms.
I see.
This would happen in industrial areas, so like factories and construction sites as well. And they did not know what to do with these babies.
Okay.
Now these babies cannot generate their own warmth, and so if a person isn't experienced, the kitten will die very quickly. It would just fade away. They would just turn cold and they would die.
Okay.
And so we also realized that there wasn't anyone actually taking in these neonatal babies.
Oh, there wasn't?
No.
Right.
So there's no one to call, right? So if you did call some organizations, it's very difficult for them to take in as well if they don't have the resources and the manpower, because they're already stretched with the general strays that they rescue, to bottle feed a baby every 3 hours.
Oh, I believe you're talking about those animal welfare groups, right?
Yes, I mean, they are already stretched, so we understand.
Yes. Okay.
So we thought we should fill in this gap. We also heard many stories of people rescuing mama cats and their babies.
Right.
They would get the kittens adopted. They would sterilize the mom, and very sadly, the mom would be dumped back on the streets. This is simply because, not because they're heartless at all, but simply because it is really a lot harder to rehome an adult cat.
That's quite true.
So the struggle for the poor mamas was also there. So that is why we set up the Mamas and Munchkins nursery. It was to rescue those babies that had been abandoned.
Right.
Yeah. So the mother cat would give birth, run off when people start coming into work, and not come back because they're fearful.
Right.
And the mama cats who people tend to put back on the streets. So we started a campaign called No Mama Gets Left Behind.
No mama gets left behind.
Yeah.
Right.
So we felt that the mother cat deserves to be homed as well.
Yes, definitely. It's not only the kittens. Okay. Through all these campaigns, is there any objective that you would like to achieve besides, getting the funds out there?
Well, the funds is going to build a nursery that will be a lot more equipped than what we have currently.
Right.
So we want to work with vet tech students, we want to work with the vets in Singapore, we want to make sure we have a center whereby the cats are cared for. We have the best equipment as
Okay.
well as the knowledge and
Okay.
expertise to give them a fighting chance to survive.
Okay.
So it's
Good.
not just a space for the kittens to sleep, but really a space whereby we will be equipped to give them the best chance.
Wow, that's very wonderful.
Thank you.
That's very wonderful, Jessica. It's a very, very noble thing for you to do that.
Thank you.
Okay, givers out there, we hear Jessica, and you see the link there. Please, animal lovers, please, click on the buttons and donate, as little, as much as you can. No amount is too small to help.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Save the babies.
Save the babies. Okay, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Share
Bye-bye.
this also, please. Thank you. Okay. Bye.